we can all agree that incidents of torture do not just have like debilitating effect on the victim itself, but to the families as well, and even in the community. So all of us are affected because of these incidents. In relation to this, I'm here to present the services that the Medical Action Group, our organization, provides to our clients, as well as we also extend these services to their families. So whatever service we provide to our clients, we also give them to the family members. We do follow the biopsychosocial model of wellness. So that involves the biological aspect, psychological, and social. So first here we have the biological aspect, sorry, which mainly is related to our health, no? Overall health, which includes access to basic needs like food, water, shelter. So in MAG, since we are an organization composed of health professionals, we have access to professionals in different areas, in different specializations. So we have direct medical and dental services and monitor the progress primarily for the victim and of course to their families. Because of the pandemic, MAG opened the telehealth service where we provide our medical and psychological services through phone. So this can be accessed by our clients and their families whenever they need it. In relation to the psychological services, when we do documentation outside of jails, we often encourage the families of our clients to bring whoever family members present during the arrest, because there are cases where the victims are tortured or abused on the spot right there, and some of their children, their family members have witnessed what happened to their loved ones. So they immediately we consider that they may immediately need psychological intervention for that. So during the documentation, we also administer psychological evaluation, more on a screening process to identify who among them needs immediate referral. So for social, we provide livelihood assistance, which involves skills and knowledge that they can, trainings that they can use to apply for other jobs, for more increased employment opportunities. So we also included security. We have security planning for our clients. We do communicate with them constantly to check whether they're secure, they are at risk, because especially if the case is more politically motivated, so there are cases of reprisal. So we want to ensure that our clients and their families are safe.
And then next, the impact is the stigma as a family with a family member who are deprived of liberty, especially wherein the case of the persons deprived of liberty is a drug case. Some of the community, they don't want to intervene on the family that is involved in the family of the persons deprived of liberty. And also, blaming of PDL leads to marital conflict and breakup. So this is done, we have been experiences wherein the persons deprived of liberty shared to us that their partner, their loved ones was blaming them wherein because of their incarceration. And also the stigma to the children with parents who are deprived of liberty. Some of our clients who have their both parents inside the jails, they don't have the support coming from their other relatives. That is why they were on the street, and then they were doing the things that they don't want to do, just like stealing, because they don't have support from other families. And also the cases of bullying inside their school, these are all present. And cases of depression, quitting from school, dropping, and poor academic performance because of what happened to them. And also the neglect of basic needs of children with parents who are deprived of liberty.
I was just looking at that thinking the stigma of children, it feels very familiar. It's a huge area of work we have in Australia for young people, and the intergenerational trauma is a massive problem we face as well, where a parent or grandparent was a refugee or asylum seeker and their symptoms look the same for their grandchildren or their children, even though they were born in the country. So it feels very familiar.
We see it quite often. Not only children, even adults who are arrested, they lose their social status. So that thing is still going on. Whether they proved that they are criminals, or the total scenario with the police itself, in the prisons itself, causes insecurity for the victims. It is not conducive atmosphere there. They are treated, ill-treated. They were abused orally, physically. So we may not see the physical injuries. What I have seen since 20 years, 25 years we are working in violence and torture, what I have seen is the type of torture by police have changed. Previously it was very, very physical. They used to beat everybody. We used to see all sorts of injuries, physical injuries. I treated many fractures. So that sort of scenario has changed. Now it is more oral abuse, abuse of the family members, or threatening of family members. If you go ahead with the case, we see what happens to your family. Like that, it has changed. Because they are aware that voices are being raised against torture, they have reduced the physical torture and increased the psychological torture.